Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tado Jayamudire Nashta Prayesha Patreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Bhakti Pavadineshti Mukam Karodi Vachalam Mangum Lange Degiri Yatkripatamahamam Vande Shri Guru Dinadarinam Paramanandamatamam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamine Vinamane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Deshtarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So Kunti Maharani, one of a great devotee of Lord Shri Krishna, and what is her relationship with Krishna materially? I mean the bodily wise.
Krishna was the nephew.
Aunt.
She's the aunt. So whenever we take darshan of Krishna, how should we start taking darshan from?
From the legs,
From
from
lotus feet.
the feet.
From the lotus feet. But Kunti Maharani, what did she do?
She started from the waist.
Because she why?
Because she was elder. She was elder to him.
Okay, and she don't want to embarrass Krishna. She didn't want to embarrass Krishna, because of that she took darshan not from the legs, but from his thighs. Okay, so Kunti Maharani offers prayers to departing Lord Shri Krishna. That is, you can see from sloka number 18, it starts Kunti Stuti. Okay, so when Kunti Maharani was going towards Krishna, Kunti Maharani had so much of love towards Krishna, so much, and Krishna have saved them from so many kind of calamities, so many calamities. So each sloka, now Prabhupada have written a book on these called Teachings of Queen Kunti. Okay, it's just, anybody read the book?
I bought the book, Mataji, but I've not read yet.
I've got the book, Mataji.
Yeah, very nice. So you can read. Nothing, it's just the explanation of Kunti Stuti, and her grace Surabhi Mataji, that is, who is Prabhupada's disciple, she told that all Matajis should definitely read this particular book, Teachings of Queen Kunti. Very, very important. And it is empowering women and so many things. Usually what happens in Krishna consciousness, most of the time, Matajis are not given much chances to come forward. But nowadays it's not, it's different. But still, in different temples, some temples they don't. So she wants all the Matajis to get empowered in Krishna consciousness and do wonderful seva. So she said that she recommended this book, Teachings of Queen Kunti. Those who don't have the book, you can read the purport of this 18th sloka. From 18th it starts. Okay, so 18 to 20 is about knowing the Lord. Okay. Kunti uvaja namasye purusham tu adyam Ishwara prakrite param alakshyam sarva bhutana antar bahar avasthitam. So better we all chant the verse, because I'll take from Veda base so that we can all chant, because it's Kunti Stuti. It is a greatest devotee's prayers, and it's always good if you could memorize. If you can't memorize, at least chanting the verses will give that that benefit or mercy. So because Krishna loves what? His devotees, pure devotees especially, no? So when we chant the such slokas, Krishna becomes more pleased. And Krishna, we can't glorify Krishna all like this. Namaste Purusham to Adyam. Like Krishna is first, like Govinda Madi Purusham. So Namaste Purusham to Adyam. Okay, now we'll start. You can now see the screen, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so you can all repeat. Kunti Uvaja.
Kunti Uvacha.
Namaste Purusham tu Adyam.
Namaste Purusham Tvayam.
Ishwaram Pragrade Param.
Ishwaram prakrite param.
Alaksyam Sarvabhutanam.
Alaksyam Sarvabhutana.
Antarbahit Avasthitam. Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. Namaste means paying obeisances. Purusham, Krishna is Govindam Adi Purusham. He's the supreme enjoyer. Tu Adyam means he's the first person, first creator, Janmadiseda, Ishwaram Prakrite Param. Okay, he's the supreme, the original controller. Alakshyam Sarvabhutanam, the whole material manifestation, everything is depending on him. Antar Bahir Avasthitam. Krishna is within every living entity and without, outside. So Kunti Maharani starts, "Oh Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are the original personality of Godhead." What clue you get from this? I mean, what is Kunti Devi's realization when you hear that, when she says you are the original personality? What did she?
Cause of all causes, Mataji.
Though he is the nephew, he is the original personality, Mataji.
So Kunti Maharani already knew, even though he's the nephew, that he is the Supreme Lord. But in Vrindavan, in Vraja, nobody knew Krishna was the Supreme Lord. But Kunti Maharani and the Pandavas, they knew. Which was the sloka which says Arjuna know that Krishna is the Supreme in Bhagavad Gita?
Param Brahma,
Param Brahma,
Very nice. Param Brahma, Param Dhamma.
Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashwatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
sloka number
10.12 Mataji.
10.12 after Chatusloki. Okay.
Yeah.
After hearing 8, 9, 10, 11 Chatusloki, then 10.12, Krishna says, Param Brahma, Param Dhamma, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. So there he knows Purusham. He knew Arjuna, no, he's the Supreme Personality Godhead. Now, Kunti Maharani is also, she knows that he is the Supreme Personality Godhead and unaffected by the qualities of the material world. What is Krishna's another name because of that?
Adhokshaja.
Dokshaja. Or?
Achyuta.
No, Achyuta is infallible.
Gunatita.
Nirguna. Nirguna. It can also say Gunatita. Yes, Gunatita. So unaffected by the qualities of material world, and he is existing both within and without everything. What do you mean by that? Within and without.
Paramatma.
Within
And
as Paramatma.
so,
Paramatma is in our heart
and
Without as his energies.
yeah, as his energy is also. So existing both within and without. In the sense, Krishna as his energy is existing without and within. Yes, as
Present outside.
Paramatma. Yes. So even in the atom, Krishna is there. And he's invisible to all. Why?
Because we are all
Not conditions, we are all conditioned souls.
Conditioned souls.
We have
So
material vision.
only pure devotees can understand. Yeah, so when Krishna said Sarva Dharma Parityajya Mam Egam Sharanam Vraja, what is that Mam meant? Mam?
Krishna alone.
Krishna.
Him alone. Krishna
Yeah,
alone.
but where is Krishna in Kali Yuga?
in
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya
Kalikale
Nama Sankirtan.
Kalikale
chanting.
Namarupe Krishna Avatar. Very good. So Kalikale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. So that means it is Sarva Dharma Parityaja Namegam Sharanam Vraja. Because Krishna is the holy name, no?
Yes.
Krishna is not in the holy name, Krishna is the holy name. So when you say Mamegam Sharanam Vraja, yes, Krishna meant him. Okay. But in Kali Yuga, especially now for us, directly surrendering to Krishna is very difficult. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us the Nama. So Krishna is in the holy name, or Krishna is the holy name in Kali Yuga. And you know who said this? That Namekam Sharanam Vraja. Do you know about Aindradas Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
He started the 24 hours Kirtan in Vrindavan. All of them hear about his Kirtan. But I searched for his lectures. Okay, Aindradas Prabhu's lectures. If you hear that, so amazing lectures by His Grace Aindradas Prabhu, Prabhupada's disciple. So he said this, Namekam Sharanam Vraja. I was like, wow, so amazing, he said. So that's correct. So now, Kunti Maharani, okay, let's, in Kunti Maharani, that's glorifying Krishna. Okay, we can't go to the purports. You should all read the purports later. Okay, so I'll just explain the verse. She's saying that it's about the Lord. She's saying that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead and he is not her nephew, but the supreme Lord. She understood the real position of Krishna. Okay, it's very, very rare to understand Krishna in truth, no? Which is that sloka, which says that. Very difficult to understand Krishna.
Bahunam Janmanam
Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Prapadante.
One more verse.
Atma Sudvadgaba.
One more verse.
Manushyanam
Very
sahasreshu
good. Manusyanam sahasreshu kashchit yadati
Vedataamapi siddhanam kaschin
siddhayedatam api siddhanam
Very
kaschin mam
good. So in
veti
these two
tatvata.
verses, it says very, very difficult to understand who Krishna is. And Kunti Maharani understood Krishna is not her nephew, but the Supreme Lord. Namasye Purusham tu Adyam Ishvara Prakrite Para Alakshyam Sarvabhutanam Antar Bahir Avasthitam. So Krishna, you are not the my nephew, you are the Supreme Lord, and you are existing inside, within and without. And if I am within and without, but nobody approaches me. So Krishna says that, okay, if I am within and without, why nobody is approaching Krishna? Right?
Because of material contamination.
Yeah, because of material contamination, they will not. Because Lord Krishna is covered by Maya also. Krishna
Yes.
is not covered by Maya. Our eyes is
Eyes,
covered by
yes.
Krishna. Which is that sloka?
Maya Janika
Maya Javani Kachanam Akshan
Yeah,
Josima
that is the next sloka in Bhagavatam. I'm asking Bhagavad Gita.
Mataji, I didn't get you, Mataji. I'm sorry. Hare Krishna.
Question.
Huh?
I didn't get you, Mataji. The question I didn't get.
Maya is covering us. Because of that, Krishna is not visible to us, no? Yes.
Avajananti Mamula Manushitanam
No, no.
Amritam Param
That is the four. No,
Bhavamajam.
that is four people who doesn't surrender to Krishna. No, that is yes. Fools cannot understand
Maya
Krishna.
apahrata
Maya.
jnana. Maya apahrata jnana.
Asuram Bhavamashita.
Okay. Naham prakasha sarvasya yoga maya
Nagam Prakasha
sammo
Sarvasya Yoga Maya
maya sammohita.
Mudoyam Nabhijanati
Logo manajam avyayam.
Mamajam Avyayam.
Yes. So Maya is actually covering our eyes. That's why we are not able to understand Krishna. The next sloka, Krishna talks about Maya Javani Gachana Matya Doshjam Avyam Alakshasi Mudatusha Nato Natyodharaya. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Mataji, this Maya covering, is it also written in Ishopanishad, na Mataji, the third sloka?
Yes, very nice, very nice. Yes, in Ishopanishad also it is said about Maya. Very good. Yes. So there also it is said that Maya is covering us and not Krishna. Maya Surya Sama, Krishna Surya Sama.
Maya Hayandika. Krishna. Maya Nahi Adhikar.
Yaha Krishna Tahanehi Maya Radhikara. So you can see and praise. So Krishna is saying you can see and praise me. Why do you call yourself ignorant? She's not ignorant actually, no. So because Krishna says later, how can a woman know Krishna perfectly? That will come to this part. So first she is saying that Krishna, you're not a my nephew, you the original personality goddess. So she knew that the position of Krishna. This is again Krishna's mercy. You can't understand Krishna without Krishna's mercy. Can we? Bhaktya Mama Bijanadi.
No, Mataji.
By the pure devotees mercy we can understand.
Yeah, by the pure devotees mercy. Atapite deva padambujatvaya prashadaleshe anugrihitahevahi janati tattvam bhagavan mahimno nachanyameko api chiram vichinva. So it is said, Atapite deva padambujatvaya. It says that we can't understand Krishna without Krishna's mercy of the lotus feet. Okay, so all of you we are all attending Ramakrishna Prabhu's Bhagavatam classes, right? Morning, daily. So wherever like Supriti Mataji is sharing all the slokas which Prabhu quotes, start studying. It's not just for a show she's sharing. Just you see the message and ignore. No. Write it down in a notebook or take a screenshot and revise it on start memorizing. Then what happened? Prabhu, no, he'll forget which sloka he have asked when. So again, he'll ask the same sloka. Still everyone will be quiet. 2 weeks back, he would have asked the same sloka. No one would have answered. And now it's been shared and you're supposed to study it. And after 1 month, Prabhu asked the same sloka, everyone is silent. That means what? You're not learning. Okay, you have Bhakti Vaibhav classes going on. You are more concentrating on Bhakti Vaibhav slokas, right? So you're all more, because marks are there. Not like that. To be frank, really frank, it's been like, I think 4 years now. 2021 I started the online classes. Almost 4-5 years now. So from long back, I was not knowing any slokas, Bhagavatam, especially Bhagavatam. It was just Bhagavad Gita which I was knowing. So Prabhu's like, why you know only Bhagavad Gita? You should know Bhagavatam. And he used to quote slokas, which I used to write in a notebook. I got that notebook now. So I used to write and learn. So after 4-5 years, when I turned back, and now I'm learning because of his mercy. Like whatever slokas he quotes in the class, it's all normally used in all kind of preaching classes. So if you really want to improve in your preaching, you should start memorizing. Okay, might be you don't have an opportunity now to preach, but later Krishna will give a chance and you can use it then. Okay, so whenever Prabhu quotes any slokas, note it down and start learning. Learn. Every day make a point, you learn at least one line of any sloka, 2 lines. Start memorizing. It's going to be easy. As you keep doing it, it becomes easy for you. Okay, so here, this is from 10th Canto, 14th chapter, verse number 29. It says, Atavite deva padambujatvaya prashadaleshe anugrihita evahi. So padambujatvaya, unless you get prashada is the of anugrahita, of Krishna, of padambuja, Krishna's lotus feet, then jnanadi tattvam Bhagavan mahim. No, you will not know Krishna's mercy or Krishna's mahima or glories, but just only by his mercy you will, or his mercy or his representative mercy, you can know Krishna. Nachane eko abhichina vichanva. Not by mental speculation or by studying Vedas for so many years, you will not be able to understand Krishna. So here it says, if one is favored even by a slight trace of Krishna's lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of Krishna's personality. But those who speculate to understand Krishna is unable to know him, even though they continue to study Vedas for many, many years. Vedesha sarvera hamaiva idyam. But to understand that, we should have this also from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So here it is said, we won't be able to know Krishna unless we have his mercy. Does anyone know when it comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this verse? This happens when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu faints, okay, in front of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya once. And when he fainted, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya took him to his house and Mahaprabhu was not getting up, whatever he did. Finally, there was a time when Mahaprabhu stopped breathing and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya kept a small cotton in front of Mahaprabhu's nose. But then that cotton was moving. That means, oh, he's breathing, but slight breathing. And then all the devotees from Nadiya, now they came there and understood Mahaprabhu is in trance, in samadhi kind of trance. Then they chanted the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hari Bol, they chanted. And Mahaprabhu immediately got up. And there, one devotee tells to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you don't know who this person is? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, he's Krishna himself. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is like, he's Krishna? Because he is a Mayavadi in the beginning and later he became a devotee. He's like, I'm not able to understand why you're saying Lord is not a person, because Mayavadis are like that. And then that devotee says this verse saying that you can't understand Krishna unless you're favored by his mercy. So this means what? Kunti Maharani is favored by Krishna. Krishna Shakti Vina
Hoina Parivartana.
Parivartan. So without Krishna's mercy, you won't get any changes or you won't get that Shakti to do things. So here, only by the mercy of Krishna's lotus feet, a slight trace is enough. Little mercy of Krishna's lotus feet, you can understand the greatness of Krishna. So all of us have got that mercy because we are all doing Bhakti Vaibhav. Means what? We are realizing Krishna. Not everything, but at least little by little we are here now. No, sir, that means we got his mercy. So we should not lose it. Don't lose that mercy. So here it is said that Krishna is being invisible to all, in the sense Maya is covering us. Okay, now that has to go away. Then Swayameva Spirityata. So although Kunti Maharani was aware that Krishna is the personality, although he was a nephew, she was aware of it. So that's why she's not committing a mistake by offering obeisance to nephew. She's offering obeisance to the original Purusha beyond material cosmos. And Krishna is eternal. Nityo Nityanam, Chedanas Chedananam, Eko Bahunamyo Vidadadi Kaman. So Krishna is the controller, Ishvara. Okay, Ishvara. Ishavasam Idam Sarvam. So Krishna is the controller and Ishvara, he's Isha, Parameshwara. He's also as super soul. That's mean he's both within and without. So in before he was present as nephew in front of Kunti Maharani. Also, he's within, inside her. No? Which is this sloka? I'm situated in everyone's heart.
सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टं मत्तः श्रीकृष्णानन्दोहनं च वेदैश्च
Yeah. So Sarvasya Chaham Hridi Sannivesh. So Krishna is there in everyone's heart, and Kunti Maharani knew that, and Kunti Maharani is personally experiencing Krishna was beyond before. And also he entered the womb of Uttara at the same time to save her embryo from the attack of Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. So this you will know, right? When the Brahmastra attacked, Uttara ran and went, and she prayed, Pahi Pahi Mahayugin Deva Deva Jagatpade Nanyatat Abhyam Pashet Mrityu Parasparam. I think it will come in the later. So, yeah, 9th chapter. So there Uttara is praying. At the same time, Kunti Maharani is also there offering her prayers. Krishna was in front of Kunti Maharani. The same time he entered Uttara's womb. So this, what is this Shakti called?
Anima.
Okay, he became smaller than the smallest and entered the womb of Uttara. That is Anima Shakti. Then what?
Being present everywhere at the same moment.
Yeah, so all pervasive. Krishna
All-pervasive.
is omnipotent, omnipresent. So Krishna is, that means the Achintya Shakti of Krishna. Inconceivable potency. We can't even imagine that. How can a person be outside and inside at the same time? So Queen Kunti Maharani personally have seen that Lord Krishna was present before her. Same time he entered the womb of Uttara to save the attack of the Brahmastra for the embryo. So Kunti Maharani is like, oh, Krishna is all pervasive as well as he is localized. Is he all pervasive or localized? He's both, no? Localized as
It's both
Like
Mata.
there's a Paramatma
and all
Paramahansa.
pervasive
even in
as
Gaulakha.
yes. So is localized. Okay. Yes, Dinashray Prabhu.
Mataji, the same thing happened when Lord revealed his universal form to Arjuna.
Yes. The same thing here. So that's what. So Krishna so showed this his potency so many times. Okay, not everyone able to understand it. Okay, so here we can.
Mataji, he also showed his potential when he went as Shanti Doot in the core for as
To
Shanti
Duryodhan,
Doot.
no?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. There
And
also he actually.
to Yashoda Mahaso, Mataji.
Yeah, Yashoda Maya. The Mrida Bhakshan Leela and all. So many times Krishna have showed the in potency. But in Vrindavan, immediately Yoga Maya will cover them because Krishna don't want his pastimes to be disturbed. Okay, he wants Shuddha. If the same thing, now Kunti Maharani knew that he was the Supreme Lord. Same thing if Yashoda Maya also knew what that Shuddha Valsilya will go. And Krishna cannot enjoy as a baby boy, So that's why Yogamaya covers. Okay, so that's the first verse. Yes, the queens of Dwaraka also. Krishna was there in 16,108 palace, all at the same time. And Narad Muni saw that. So this is Krishna's inconceivable potency. We can't even think about it. Prabhupada gave a nice example. There was a person who actually married so many women, okay? So he used to go to each woman and stay for some time with each. So it takes him 6 months to be back to the first wife again. In the sense, so many wives he had. And if he spent like 2 weeks for each wife, it will take 6 months to come back to the first wife. But Krishna, same time he was there with all the wives. So Krishna, Prabhupada says, you might imitate Krishna in this way, but you can't imitate because Krishna was there at the same time. And even though Krishna had 9 daughters and 1 son, no? How many? Or is some other way? Something like that.
1,001.
10 children in each wife.
Each wife. So 16,000 will be 16.
Yeah.
1,60,000.
Yeah, still Krishna is a brahmachari. Right?
Yes.
Krishna can glance and do creation. He can just glance and do the creation. Just glance is enough, no? And then the creation happens. So normal people think for lusty desires, karma, Krishna married. No, it's all nonsense what they talk, no? They can't understand Krishna. That's why misunderstanding happens most with Krishna and Radharani, mostly with Rasa Leela, most with all they just criticize the Lord, pulling Krishna to our level. And they try to imitate Krishna, saying that, oh, Krishna have married so many queens, why can't I marry? They are fools and rascals, as Prabhupada says. They don't understand Krishna's potency. He is spiritual body. He is Sachidananda Vigraha. He is the real husband of all of us. No, all Matajis here, our real husband is Krishna. All of you agree?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
You're married or not married, it doesn't matter. It's actually Krishna is your husband because Krishna is the Purusha, or he is our Aham Bija Pratapita. He's a father. He's a father, mother, everything. Because finally, it's him who have given us protection, and we have to go back to Krishna. So here it is said, because of Maya, people are not able to understand Krishna. The second verse is like that. Okay, you can chant Maya Javani Gachannam.
Maya Javanika Javanika
Dokshajam Abhyayam.
Dokshajam Avayanam
Nalakshase Mudadrisha.
Lakshya Mudadrisha
Nato Natyadaro Yata.
Nato
Yata.
So what is he saying? Maya Javanika Channam Atnya Dokshajam Abhyayam. So Maya is actually covering us. And Atnya Adokshajam, Krishna is beyond the range of material conception. Adokshaja. Savai Pusa Paradharma, Yado Bhakti, Adokshaja. No? So Adokshaja. So 18 to 44th verse is about Kunti the Maharani offering prayers. And the first verse she said that you are not my name, you are the Supreme Lord. And why we are not able to understand Krishna? She said that, okay, you're within and without, and nobody approaches Krishna. And she says, because curtain of Maya is covering us. Maya cannot cover Krishna. Why?
Because
He's the
she's his
creator of
energy.
Maya, Mataji.
She's
Because
her energy only, no?
Yes.
She's lower than Krishna.
Controller and creator.
Yeah. So it's
Maya is under Krishna.
under Krishna's control. So being beyond the range of limited sense perception, you are eternally irreproachable factor covered by the curtain of living energy. Krishna has not been covered. Our eyes has been covered by the living energy. And external and internal energy, that is Mahamaya and Yogamaya. And you're invisible to the foolish observer. Krishna cannot be understood by the fools and rascals who don't know. Exactly as an actor dressed as a player is not recognized. So you've seen some actors, you only after removing their makeup, you'll understand who that is in a drama or whatever. So much of makeup and makeover that you can't really realize who this person is. Or sometimes they get so involved in that character. Sometimes in some movies, especially, before coming to Krishna consciousness, you would have seen that you don't even realize that's an actor doing. You become so angry to that character, or you become that, especially villain characters, what they do, they're so involved in the character that you don't realize that's an actor who's doing. So Krishna is like that now. Krishna is dressed like a player. Means what? Nato Natya, the dancers, how do they get dressed? Dancers?
By a makeup man.
Makeup and
Yeah.
many
Makeup.
jewelry.
Bells, they'll have ankle bells, they'll have waist belt. And so Krishna was also dressed like that. And not recognizing, Krishna takes the role of, see, when he was a Bal Gopal form, or in the form of a baby form, he acted exactly the same with Yashoda Maya. And in the Rasalila, everywhere, whichever part Krishna takes, he was doing it rightly. So here it is said that it's Maya who is covering our eyes, and Kunti Maharani know that, and less intelligent people cannot understand Krishna, especially Asuras. Okay, when Lord appeared in Rama, Narasimha, Varaha, all his original form, there's so many wonderful acts, which even humanly impossible things he have done. Okay, Krishna have done impossible activities from the days of lying in the lap of his mother. Which was the first type? The Putana. When did he kill Putana?
When he
As a
was
baby.
6 days.
6
months.
6 days
When
old.
he was 6 days.
6
Six.
days old. Just
6
6 days.
days.
Just imagine what a baby will be at 6th day. All mothers know. They just drink milk and sleep. Nothing else. They can't even, they cry, but they can't do anything. They can't, so, but he killed a demon called Putana. That means what Prabhupada says, even before birth itself, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Nobody had to make Krishna the Supreme. He killed Putana, which although she smeared her breast with poison just to kill the Lord, which is that sloka?
Aho bakiyam stanakalakutam. I'm sorry, Mataji, I'm not able
Just
to.
sing.
Okay. That's only, Mataji, I'm not able to remember.
Okay, anyone else
Bakiyam
know?
stanakalakutam.
Aho bagiyam stanakalakutam jijam sayapyaya dasatri labegadim datri uchitam tatonyam kamma dayalom sharanam prajeme. So this is a verse which Shukadeva Goswami also became a devotee by hearing this verse. So here it said, Aho bagiyam, the Bhagi, the brother of Bakasura, like she had put Kala Kuta Visha in her breast, and still what did Krishna make her? The mother. Labegadim datri uchitam tatonyam. Kamvai Dayalus. How can anybody be so merciful? No, so Krishna was like that, and the Lord sucked her breast like a natural baby and sucked her very life out also. So he lifted Govardhan hill, also as we know, as a frog's umbrella. So when Krishna drank that poison from Putana, when Putana approached, Krishna closed his eyes, no? Why? There's some commentaries on that.
Yes, I have heard Prabhupada saying, Mataji, he did not want to see that she
Yeah.
has dressed like a mother, and he did not want to kill mother.
Yeah, so he's like, Krishna is like, oh, how can I kill her? Because now I'm going to drink her breast and then milk, and then she's going to be my mother. And how can I kill my mother? Thinking that, Krishna just closed his eyes. Then he was remembering somebody.
He was remembering Yashoda Maya.
No,
Radha Rani.
no. He was remembering Lord Shiva. He was saying that, Lord Shiva, you come and drink the poison, I will drink the milk. So he was just meditating on Lord Shiva. Okay, and also he was like, he was thinking, what Punya did Putana do to come and see me? What was she in the previous life? Who was she?
She was a
Valimara's
princess.
sister, Mataji.
Balimarat's
Sister.
This is
Yeah,
Lord
what's her name? Balimarat's sister.
Ratnavali.
Ratnavali.
Ratnamala. So when Vamanadev came and pushed, when Vamanadev came in a very cute form, dwarf form, Ratnamala had a desire. Oh, such a cute baby! I want to feed him my breast milk. So that desire she had. But when Vamanadev became huge and pushed Bali Maharaj in the Sutala Lok, she became angry and she said, "I want to kill this person." So Krishna said, "Tadastu" to both. So her desire was to give milk, at the same time give poison. So Krishna made it together and made her Putana, where she could fulfill her desires. So we should be very, very careful, especially when you chant the holy name with your tongue, and you should not say anything bad things, or we should not have negative thoughts. It might come true. So Mangala Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Even as devotees, we should not have any spiritual desires also, Mataji.
Spiritual desires we can have. See, Prabhupada says spiritual desires are not actually desires. See, spiritual desires means what? It should not be for name, fame, and all that. But yes, spiritual desires are good. Like, I want to do more seva. Like, I want to do that. I want to do this. All the spiritual things, desires are not considered desires because it's not for us. No, it's for Krishna. But that also, pure devotee will not have that also. But we are not pure devotees. We are not reached that. Let's be realistic. We are neophyte. We are just learning. We are just crawling in the field of bhakti. So we can have spiritual desires, but the motive should be not material. In the sense, after doing that seva, like if my desire is, oh, I want to sing a nice kirtan tomorrow in the temple. Now the desire is for Krishna. The kirtan should be for the Lord, not to attract the audience. You understood? So you can have spiritual desires, but we should see that it's not mixed with material things. Okay. Spiritual desire. See, Prabhupada says only a stone can be desireless. So we are not a stone. We are living. Now we can purify our desire. Instead of materially, we are having spiritual desires. That's good. Actually, it's required. Tatra laudyam api mulya kevalam kodi janma sufritana labir. If you don't have desires, you can't advance in spiritual life. We should feel like, oh, I should do more seva. I should do that. I should have. So that, and we can pray to Krishna also to give us nice services. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, thank you.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Just now you said that of the spiritual desire. Suppose those who are single or anything, those say that we, instead of adopting pet dogs or anything, can they channelize their energy in spiritual field also, Mataji? Saying that we can do this, or for Krishna we can do this for Krishna instead of
Yes.
channels.
Yeah,
That
Prabhupada
that
says like in abroad, if they don't have children, they have these dogs and pets, and every house have pets. And Prabhupada's like, why are we becoming servant of that dog? We have to go take them to put potty. And in the sense, they are becoming servant of that dog, and they are putting your attachment to that dog. What will happen when the dog, because they have less lifespan, when they die, the master is also very much grieved, not much grieved. And whatever, and you all know that if you touch the dogs and all, you become muchi again. You're not shuchi. Because dogs and any pet animals, once they pass stools, they are not taking bath or something. They are still muchi. No, they won't take bath every time. So when you touch them, then you can't go to the altar. You can't you do service, cook for the lords and all. So you become muchi. So because of that, Prabhupada always says, better channelize your energy, everything to Krishna. I've seen many Matajis who don't have children. They have Ladu Gopal as their child. They really adopt them, in the sense they have that real feeling, and they give abhisheka, they dress them, they make garlands for them. So much happiness they are in. They make nice sweets for Ladu Gopal, and it's like a small baby. They take care. Only thing is, Prabhupada, Ladu Gopal worship is not in ISKCON Sampradaya. You won't see it in any temple, no, with Ladu Gopals. But devotees in Braja, they don't accept Krishna as the supreme. It's always a small boy for them. And we should not become a sahajiya because of that, thinking that the mother of Krishna. No, not like that. But yes, have you seen some people getting married to Krishna? Something happened like that, no? Have you heard?
Yes, Mother.
That's all stupid things. Actually, we should not become sahajiyas. Are we qualified to get married to Krishna? Are we at the platform of that? No, we can be dasi. We can serve Krishna in a servitor mood. Once you reach the bhava prema stage, yes, then and you will not expose it to the media or anyone that Krishna is your supreme goal. But that's all just sahajiyas what they do. But we should not do that, because Prabhupada have told us a path, chanting your rounds and following the regulative principles. Slowly, we'll reach to that stage where our Swarupa will be realized. How the Acharyas are all Manjaris. I think each one will have a Swarupa in Goloka. We don't know which one it is. Okay, so the Lord, okay, that's fine. And this all superhuman activities Krishna have done. So Kunti Maharani says that Krishna is the supreme Lord and he cannot be recognized. Even when Krishna is present before them, he cannot be recognized, because only by his mercy can we able to know Krishna. And he's adokshaja, means beyond the range of experimental knowledge. Okay, our senses will be imperfect. We will not be able to understand Krishna. The Lord is above our sense perception. But Kunti Maharani, even though accepting the deficiency of the conditioned soul in the women class, still she says that because of Krishna's mercy, she's able to understand Krishna, not anything else. Okay, so understanding Krishna is very, very important, and only through Prabhupada are we able to really understand Krishna. All of you agree, right? Bhagavatam, everything was very, very far away from all of us. But because of Srila Prabhupada, it has been made so simplified. Okay, so in the next sloka, she says that Krishna, we are actually covered by the curtain of Maya, or you are invisible to the foolish observers. But you can see and praise me. Why do you call yourself ignorant? Krishna says. Okay, because Kunti Maharani is able to see Krishna and she is able to praise Krishna. That's because of Krishna's special mercy. Okay, Krishna's special mercy is required. So here it is said that Krishna is So then she says, how can a woman know you perfectly? Okay, she quotes the next verse. Tata paramahamsanam.
Tatha Paramahamsanam
Munina Amalakana
Bhakti yoga
Muninam
vidhanartham.
Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham
Yoga Vidhanam
Katam Pashyema Striya
Katham
Bhakti
Pashansi
yoga is
Striya.
also called as, what's another name of Bhakti yoga?
Buddhi Yoga.
Buddhi yoga. Yes.
Kunti
So
Yoga.
Bhakti yoga is also called as Buddhi yoga. So here it says Tata Paramahamsa, all the Paramahamsas, that is eternally liberated or advanced transcendentalist people and all mental speculators, everyone, no, it's also difficult for them to understand Krishna. Like a woman, how can I understand? She's saying that Krishna have descended to propagate the transcendental service of devotional service to the heart of advanced transcendentalists and mental speculators who are purified by being able to discriminate between matter and spirit. So she's like, how can we women know you perfectly? She's just meaning that how can a conditioned soul understand Krishna? She's not just a normal woman. She's also eternal associate of the Lord. But she's saying that great philosophers, mental speculators, they're all trying to learn and understand Krishna. But he is only known by his own mercy. Okay, he is able to be known only by Krishna. Swayameva spuratyada. You cannot force Krishna to be revealed. Krishna will reveal slowly. Others will go on thinking about Krishna. He might be like this, might be like this. But she's saying that Queen Kunti, who's playing the part of an innocent woman, this Prabhupada says women in general are unable to speculate. They don't speculate. And they have a lot of faith. And they believe. Okay, they believe in the Lord because they are blessed by the Lord. They are blessed by the Lord because they believe at once in the superiority and almighty of the Lord. Now, Prabhupada says, sometimes any spiritual activity happen, more women will gather in that place than men. Because why? They are able to appreciate Krishna. Okay, so they know what Krishna is, and they realize Krishna easily because they don't have any duplicity. Also means they're innocent. Prabhupada says, and here it is said the Lord is so kind. He does not show special favor to one who's a great philosopher or something. He is attracted by bhakti. Okay, so women, Prabhupada says, they are more simple, and the simplicity of accepting Lord's authority is more effective than showing insincere religious favor. So they are very simple, the women. So she's asking that Tata Paramahamsana Munina Mamalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanartam Katam Pashyema hi Striya. So she's saying that Paramahamsas are able to understand me, you. Being a woman, how can women know you perfectly? Okay, so we'll see here the different forms of the Lord. So in the next verse, in the 4th verse, she says, it's a very famous verse, and she says about how Krishna is being the Supreme Lord. And so in the 20th verse, she said that Krishna have descended to propagate bhakti, okay, and Paramahamsas know him, but how can a woman know him? And all those who have prema bhakti, like brother Vasudeva and sister-in-law Devaki, are most fortunate. So 21 to 25, she's saying, I am also fortunate to receive your reciprocation. So 21, she says, Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya
Gopakumaraya
Nanda
Aya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Krishna means what?
all attractive.
All attractive. Vasudeva?
Son of
Vasudeva.
Son of Vasudeva.
Son of Vasudeva.
Devaki Nandan?
Son of
Son of
Devaki.
Son of
Devaki.
Son of Devaki.
Okay. Nanda Gopa Kumara, same. Nanda Gopa. Yeah. Govinda?
PowerPoint.
Master of senses.
Master of senses.
Protector of cows.
Protector of cows and yeah,
That is Gopala.
that is good.
Friend
Which
of
gives
cows.
pleasure to the senses.
Pleasure to
Pleasure
the
to the
cows.
sun,
Pleasure.
to the
senses.
cows.
Govinda. Okay, Namo Nama. So she is praising Krishna. Let me offer my respectful obeisance to the Supreme Lord who has become the son of Vasudeva, the pleasure of Devaki, the boy of Nanda, and the cowherdman of Vrindavan, and then liver of cows and senses. Krishna give pleasure to the sense, and that's why in leaves or cows and senses is Govinda. Gopala is protector of the cows and cows. So here we can see Krishna is being the son of. Why is she could have just. Kunti Maharani could have just said Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why is she using Vasudeva, Devaki Nanda, Nanda Gopa,
She wants to
Govinda?
glorify them.
Glorify them.
Glorifying the devotees, Mataji.
Glorify the devotees. There are 2 types of names for Krishna. One is primary names and secondary names. Okay, primary names are? What are the primary names of Krishna?
Krishna, Achyuta,
Krishna,
Madhava,
Achyuta and all that.
Kesava.
Secondary names means when you related to his devotees. When you call Krishna as Vasudeva, in the first picture you can see here now, where Vasudeva carry Krishna on his head and there is Ananta Shesh covering. And what is Yamuna doing there?
Paying obeisance.
She's giving way. She's giving way. And she's
Paying
paying obeisances.
paying obeisance.
Yeah, you can see the waves are coming up. Why? They want to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. In one place, it is said Krishna even slipped from Vasudeva's hand and Krishna started floating in Yamuna just to sanctify Yamuna or to make her, because she was waiting to touch Krishna's lotus feet. And you can see there is raining, Why? Why there was rain?
Abhisheka Mataji.
Yeah, first Abhisheka is given to the Lord. Yes. Then
Happy tears.
Adishesha also gets an opportunity to serve the Lord.
Okay, Adishesha gets an opportunity to serve. Raining, especially raining.
Indra.
Happiness, Mataji.
Yeah, happiness. Why? Because the clouds are thinking Krishna has come in different colors, but it's the first time Krishna has come in their color. Jayadu Meka Shamala Komalangu. He has come as the color of a freshly formed monsoon cloud, thinking that the clouds are also happy and they shed tears of happiness, it is said. And that's how it was raining. And the rain, because nobody should know that Krishna has been carried by Vasudeva. It was middle of the night, 12 o'clock. And at late night, and if it's heavy rain, will anybody go out the house? No. Well, even though there are some people outside, they'll try to hide somewhere from the rain. So Krishna didn't want anyone to know that Vasudeva is taking Krishna to Gokul and the exchange of babies happening. So Krishna made the rain happen so that people are all inside. And when there are so much rainfall, there is so much sound and thunderstorm, you can't even hear the footsteps of Vasudeva going. So because of all this, the rain actually happened, it is said. And yes, they want to give a baby shower, or in the sense bathing the Lord or giving Abhisheka to the Lord. And yes, Anandashesh protected. So here, when you call Krishna as Vasudeva, Krishna becomes more pleased. Krishnaya Vasudevaya, the son of Vasudev become Vasudeva. Right? Krishna appeared where did he appear first in Vasudev?
Mathura
In the
jail.
mind, Mataji.
In the mind, and then in the
Heart.
heart.
And then in the heart,
Heart
and
of
then
Vasudeva, it
Transferred
went
to
to the
heart. Transferred
Heart
to
of
heart.
Devaki.
to the womb.
Heart.
In the second picture, what is happening there?
Devaki
Demigods are all
pregnant.
Coming and praising.
Yeah,
Demigods are
demigods.
The Supreme
Demigods
Lord
are
Mataji.
praying to the Supreme Lord, because demigods cannot imagine the Supreme Lord becoming a baby and taking shelter of somebody's womb. So she's Devaki Nandan. So when you call Krishna as Krishna, Govinda, Achyuta, Krishna is not so happy. But when you call Vasudeva, Devaki Nanda, Nandananda, Krishna becomes so attracted. That's why we always have Radha Krishna's name in ISKCON. Wherever you go, Radha Landaneshwar, Pariseshwar, Prabhupada put a lot of name like that. Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Madhav. Because Radharani is a pure devotee of Krishna and the topmost of gopis. And he feels so happy when he hears a name like that. Okay, so Devaki Nandana. So you can see they all appeared and prayed to Devaki Mata. So as paying obeisance to the Supreme Lord. And Nanda Gopakumaraya, son of Nanda Maharaj. So you can see here how he carried the chappals or slippers of Nanda Maharaj on his head. He want to serve his pure devotees. And it is said, out of all the people in Vrindavan, Nanda Maharaj is most fortunate. Why?
Because Krishna and Balram are born there and doing service.
Krishna and Balram is being learned how to walk by holding Nanda Maharaj's hands. And Krishna and Balram are playing in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. So fortunate Nanda Maharaj is. And Govindaya Namo Namah. And Yashodamaya, definitely. She is more fortunate. Nemam virinjo nabhavo Nashir api anga samshaya prasadam lebire govi yattat prapa vimuktidat. Okay, so Lord Shiva, Brahma, even Shri, that is Lakshmi Devi, get that opportunity, which this Yashodamaya get the opportunity of tying Krishna, binding with love. And definitely Radharani, the topmost of gopis, and all the other gopis. So let me therefore offer my respectful obeisance to the Lord, who is the son of Vasudeva, pleasure of Devaki, boy of Nanda Maharaj, and other cowherdmen of Vrindavan, and the endeavor of cows and senses. Govinda also means not only sense, the cows, Govardhan, Gopas, Gopis, everything. So in that way, Krishna is giving pleasure to the senses. Right? So when we chant Krishna's holy name, we feel happy. We getting that happiness. By seeing Krishna's form, we are getting happiness. All the senses also gets Krishna's happiness. So 6 benefits of hearing about Krishna's childhood pastime is that it is pleasing to the ears, yes, and removes all unattractiveness to hearing the Lord's pastimes. Because as we hear, we get attracted more, and it's pleasing to the mind, removes dirty things from the mind. Srinvata Swakata Krishna.
हृदयन्तस्य अभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सत्त्वम्.
So Hridendasta Abhadrani Vidinoti Suhritsa. So he removes all the material desires we have and all the negative things. And hearing about them removes attraction to hear about material things, which is the root cause of material existence. And devotional service and attachment for the Lord develops, and friendship with devotees starts just by hearing about Krishna's pastime. Okay, so also it is said, Parikshit Maharaj says to Shukadeva Goswami that all various activities exhibited by his incarnation of the Supreme Personality Godhead are certainly pleasing to the ear and the mind. Simply once hearing of these activities, the dirty things in the mind will vanish, and generally we are reluctant to hear about the activities of the Lord. But Krishna's childhood activities are so attractive that they automatically please the mind and ear. So out of all the pastime, childhood activities are very, very attractive. You know why?
They're more of full of
More
mischief and
innocent.
love.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone can relate to.
They are very pure also.
Okay. Is there
Full of
any other
vatsalya.
avatar? Is there any other
Innocent.
avatar of the Lord which have these such cute baby pastimes?
Lord
No,
Rama.
What do you think? What is the difference in the pastime between Lord Ram and Lord Krishna?
Krishna
Lord
is more
Rama.
naughtier than Lord Rama, Mataji.
Mischievous.
That's nice. No, so here, Krishna is more naughty than everyone actually. Sometimes I feel, no, when all of your mothers, children are very naughty, especially 3.5, 4 years, how I run behind Jagannath. Very, very naughty. So sometimes I feel, no wonder Yashodamaya tied Krishna, because he is just a conditioned soul, a small spark of the Lord being an Amsha. How can the Supreme Lord, how naughty Krishna would have been? I was thinking. One conditioned soul like him can be so naughty. How can Krishna be? No wonder Krishna, you've been tied by Yashodamaya, because that naughtiness would have been extreme. As Mataji said, yes, he was very naughty in the sense, so much naughtiness, he would have kept Yashodamaya fully engaged 24 hours. No, even so, Krishna's pastime was like a cowherd boy, but Lord Ram was as a prince. He was the son of a prince that time, no? So his pastimes are in that level. But Krishna, a normal cowherd boy in Vrindavan, even though Nanda Maharaj was the king of Vrindavan, still he was a cowherd person, no? He was a Gopa, in the sense he was as a Vaishya. So Krishna was able to do natural pastimes or sweet pastimes in Vrindavan, in Braja. And also, you will not see any baby pastimes of Varahadev and Narasimhadev and all. No. So only with Krishna, who's been the avatari, the supreme, you can see such cute pastimes. And why did Krishna do all these such naughty pastimes?
For the
Why did
pleasure.
Mataji, because of
To attract only,
friend
The
circle.
pleasure
To
of
entertain
gopis and
the
gopis.
Brajavasis.
Yeah, he want to attract the fallen conditioned souls like us. And these pastimes are eternally happening in Goloka.
Yes.
Right? The
Yes.
eternally happening. It's continuously happening. See, in this universe, it might be Kali Yuga, and here we have this time happening. But in some other universe, it might be Dwapara Yuga, no?
Yes,
There,
Mataji.
Krishna Leela will be happening. Krishna Leela will be happening there. And once the Damodar Leela finishes in one universe, it might be Damodar Leela in another universe. See, now it's how much? 9:30, you say, take for 9:35 something. So after 1 minute, it will be 9:36. Now it's 9:36. Now, where did 9:35 go? Is 9:35 gone? In the
No,
old
Mataji.
world?
Gone to another.
No.
It will be 9:35 in some other place, no?
Yeah, no.
So 9:35 is always there. Similarly, Krishna's Leela is always happening. Not in this universe, some other. That's why it's called Nitya Leela. It's always happening. So once you keep hearing of such Leelas, your attraction increases. And he said, after moksha, after liberation, we can be a part of Krishna's Leela. Okay, might be not as a gopa or a gopi, might be even as a grass or a cow or whatever. Krishna's every thing in Krishna's pastime can talk, can have feelings, and can reciprocate with Krishna. So we have to keep hearing about such cute baby pastimes of the Lord. No, so when you keep hearing, what happens? Krishna enters into our heart, it is said. So it is astonishing for women of Mathura about the gopis of Vrindavan. Okay. So it is said, Lavanya Sara, what austerities the gopis have performed. With their eyes, they always drink the nectar of Lord Krishna's form, which is the essence of loveliness, and is not to be equal to surpass. That form is only about of beauty, fame, and opulence. You know this, what this Leela is happening in the picture?
Tax, Mataji.
Yeah, can you say that, Leela?
Mataji, Krishna once dressed as a tax collector and said that to all the gopis that you have to give us tax for whenever you have to go to the river or something like that. You have to, but then Radharani said that no, we cannot. Then the Radharani and Ashtashaki is there that we will not give tax because Radharani is the queen, already the queen of Vrindavan, and we only pay obeisance to Radharani. So that is why that is the pastime, Mataji. This is what I had heard, Mataji.
Anyone else know? Yeah, almost correct. So now what happened? This place is called Dan Leela. This Dan Leela happened. So this is a place where two mountains are there. In between, there's a small way to go. Okay, yes, Dinesh Prabhu?
That is in Govardhan Parikrama Marg, there is Dan Ghati. In
Yeah,
fact, that
Dan
is the
Ghati.
point, that is the passage through which the milk and curd and butter used to be supplied to Kans. So Krishna stopped at this point at Dan Ghati, that no
Yes.
longer it will not be sent to Mathura at all now. So that is
Yeah.
why it is called Dan Ghati, that place.
Yeah, so now what happened? He is asking for tax because Radharani is from Barsana and Krishna is from Gokul, now reached to Vrindavan. Now both of them are saying that, Krishna is saying that you are taking butter and ghee and everything from us, so you should pay tax. Radharani is like, why should we pay tax? We are collecting it, we are milking the cows and we are collecting and going. Why should we give? Because Krishna wanted it. And then what will Krishna actually do? You can see a pot on the floor. Krishna with his stick will break the pot in Radharani's head. And then all the butter and milk, everything falls on Radharani, the whole place. Even now when we went, only one person could go through that passage and that whole stone is like slippery. That's, it seems it is because of the butter that is fallen. And all Brajavasis, boys were standing there, they will not allow us to cross it unless you give 10 rupees. They were collecting dan. Tax, because Krishna collected, they are doing some things, but now also they will not allowing us to go unless you give money. They will stay there, and they know ISKCON people means so money. So they'll just come running and say that we will not allow you unless you pay tax. In a funny way they say, but then yes, sometimes people should not get cheated. But then we think that, oh, we're giving money to the Vrajavasis, some kind of dhan, and it's called that place is that's still existing. And you will be really wondering how that stone is. All the other place it will be rough, but that place it will be soft and smooth stones, and it's all because of that part. And it's that Leela where that happened. So here it is said, so much, even the gopis were illiterate. They didn't go to any university to learn, but they knew everything about Krishna. That's because of Krishna's special mercy on them. So Krishna is very, very merciful, especially to his devotees. And Krishna endows more favor toward a devotee who's in great danger. That's what the next sloka says, that if somebody is in more danger, then Krishna protects. So Krishna, Devaki says in the 22nd sloka that in fact Devaki is more fortunate. Okay. And there she chants this verse. The next verse is Namo Pangajana Paya.
Namo Pankajana
Namo
Bhaya.
Pangjaya Bhaya Namo.
Nama
Namo Pangaja Maline.
Namo Pangajanetraya.
Namo
Namo
Pankajanetraya.
Pangajanetraya.
Namaste Pangajagraye.
Namaste Pankajagraye.
So Nama Pangajanabhaya, the navel of whom the lotus have come, no? So Krishna is Pangajanabhaya. Pangajamalini, he wears the the garland of made up of lotus, and Pankaja Netraya, the eyes like lotus petals, and Pankajagre. So the whole thing, Krishna is compared to a lotus. Why?
He's soft.
That's the purest.
Because he is
Very
beautiful,
Purest
soft,
pure,
Even if it is in the
soft.
Untouched.
beautiful,
Unattached.
It's untouched.
Unattached like lotus.
unattached,
detached.
detached.
Like
Yes,
the lotus blooms in the murky waters but still remains unaffected.
yes.
Similarly, like Krishna, even
And you've
though
seen
he's
Krishna's eyes, it's like the long petals, and Krishna gives slight glance to Radharani. So it's and the color is pink, the light pink lotus. Okay, and lotus is created by
but
by Krishna, by Sharanadayak
No.
Garbhodakshai.
Garbhodhayakshay Vishnu.
All other flowers are created by
Brahma.
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 So when you see Garbhodakshai Vishnu lying in Garbhodakshai ocean, and from the navel the lotus come, and on top of that there's Brahma. Means Krishna has created Brahma. So Brahma is the first creation of the Lord, and he's the secondary creator. He created everything else. But the lotus was created before Brahma. And the lotus is the original creation of the Lord. And that's why it is said one of the reason that Krishna is compared to a lotus leaf. Okay, Nama Pankaja Nabhaya. So here it is said Krishna, whose abdomen is marked with a depression like lotus flower, and from whom the lotus flower came, who's decorated with the garland of lotus flowers, whose glance is as cool as the lotus, and whose feet are engraved with lotus feet, we say, no? Lotus feet of the Lord. So there are some symbolic marks on Krishna's spiritual body, and also in this lotus feet, it is said. So here Lord may appearing from in front of us with bodily features. So she's saying that she's unfit to see the Lord because of her being a woman, but that is taken away because she's a pure devotee. She'll be able to see the Lord. And we can also see the Lord through Archa Vigraha, which is not just material, it is the Lord himself. Okay, so here it is said how Lord is not Pankajanabi. So as we know, the Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and there is a lotus on which Brahma has born, and that's why the Pankajanabi. Okay, and the Pankajanabi Lord accepts Archa Vigraha, different elements. So there can be 8 way Krishna can manifest: in the mind, in the wood, okay, in earth, metal, jewel, paint, drawn on a sand, everywhere. That's all the Lord. That's why sometimes we see Matajis have beautiful saris and all with Krishna paintings and all. Actually, we should not use such things, because sometimes you might step on that painting. You might sit on that. So it's the Lord itself from a painting form, in a form of a paint. Now we should not, normally it is said sometimes we should not do that. Okay, so some forms are all decorated with garlands of lotus flower also. And usually Krishna wears such lotus garlands, and also Vaijayanti Mala, which is made up of 5 different types of flowers. Okay, so here it is said everyone is able to see the Lord in that beautiful face. And here the next sloka she says that 23, she says she is more fortunate than Devaki. Yada Rishikesha Kalyane Devaki.
Yatha Rishikesha Kalene Devaki.
Kamsena Ruddhati Chiram Sucharpita.
Kamsena Ruddhati Shujarpita.
Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vipo.
Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibo.
Vanatena muhurvipatganat. What is she saying? O Rishikesha, that is master of senses and the Lord of Lord, you have released your mother Devaki, who have been in prison for a long time and distressed by the envious King Kamsa, and me and my children from series of constant dangers. She'll tell what are the dangers, but then she says, you have helped Devaki, but not much. What did he do? Just imprisoned her and made her happy and also later got back all her sons. But more than that, and he was there only for a few minutes with Devaki Mata. But Kunti Maharani, throughout he was there. She's like, I am so fortunate then, your own mother. So Devaki, the mother of Krishna, the sister of Kamsa, as you all know, was imprisoned. Okay, and after that, because of that Akashavani, and Kamsa was so envious, because afraid that the Devaki's 8th son might kill her. And then all the sons were killed.
Class cholche didu.
So now what happened? Hare Krishna. Okay, so now what happened here? So Devaki, yeah. So why is she's saying Kunti Maharani was shown more favor by Lord Krishna, and Krishna did not save the other children of Devaki, whereas he saved the children of Kunti. That was done because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was living, whereas Kunti was a widow, and there was no one to help her except Krishna. So here it is said Krishna endows more favor to somebody who's in more danger. Okay, so Krishna endows more favor who's in the, to a devotee who's great danger. So he says that, okay, Devaki was there, and the other 6 sons were rescued later. Initially, the sons were not rescued, but only Krishna just saved Devaki from the jail. And because her husband was there, Vasudeva, right? And but Kunti Maharani, she was there, he was there throughout, just because she didn't have anybody. She was a widow, and Krishna stayed there and protected her and her children. And she said, I'm so fortunate. And Krishna was with her because she was in more danger. Devaki, once Kamsa died, then Devaki is free. She didn't have much problem. But Kunti Maharani was not like that. She had problems again and again and again. So sometimes, because of a helpless condition, a devotee becomes more attached to the Lord, and more attachment, there is more success for a devotee. Sometimes we feel, why it's happening to me, why Krishna is doing, or why my karma, bad karma, all this is happening. That's mainly because you get more attached to Krishna. All these material things are all temporary. Sometimes we feel, oh, somebody is having a good husband, good children, they are very fortunate. No, they are getting more attached and attached to the material things, unless they are devotees. That is exception. But instead of that, if some negative things are happening in our life, that is one way good. Why? Because we become detached from all those things, and we can get attached to Krishna. Just imagine. One of my friends, she's initiated, but her husband just keep beating her because he owns a alcohol shop. Just imagine being an owner of an alcohol shop, how much regulative principle he would be breaking. So he is against Krishna consciousness, beating her with coconut. Just imagine taking a coconut and hitting the wife, how much bleeding she can have. So she was suffering, and so much tolerating just for her 2 daughters she have. Because daughters, how can she take care of them alone? And she was like tolerating, and it went to a limit of how much physical harassment she was taking, and it was a limit. So she just walked away with her daughters. And then now she have a job, she's taking care of them. They are also into Krishna consciousness beautifully. They are happily living. But then what happened, when people criticize her, she's like, see, one way it's good, I'm getting detached from my husband, which is the most difficult part when you get attached the material things. And she's completely attached to Krishna now. So externally it might look like, oh, she's suffering so much and so all this happened. But see, internally, what is Krishna doing? Dragging that soul more close to him. So sometimes more dangers will happen to a devotee, and we feel like, oh, what is all this happening to me? That's because Krishna's special mercy on that particular devotee. So we should take it as Krishna's mercy. Okay, because of that, you're getting detached from people and getting attached to Krishna. We should not put our attachment to someone else. We should put attachment to the Lord. And the more you get attached, the more success there is. So in the next sloka, she says that what are the things they have gone through? Okay, what all dangers they had. I'll stop with this. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshana.
Vishan Mahagne Purusha Darshana.
Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krichada.
Asat
Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichata.
Mride Mride Aneka Maharadastrado.
Neka Maharashtrato.
Draunyastratascha Hare Abhirakshito.
Vikshata.
Shan Mahagne, who was given poison?
Bhima.
Purushada Darshana, man-eaters, Hidumbi. Okay, then Asat Sabha,
Draupadi.
Draupadi's. Vanavasa, okay.
All the
Pandavas.
Mride Mride Aneka Maharatastra. The battlefield of Kurukshetra, where Arjuna had lot of astras coming.
Okay.
And Draunastra,
Astra by Ashwatthama.
Drauni is the son of Dronacharya, who is
Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama's Brahmastra.
Brahmastra.
All came, and who helped them?
Krishna.
Hari, Hari Virakshito. So
Shri Hari.
she's saying that she's reminding. Sometimes it is said, I heard one lecture saying we should have three things in this new year. What is this? Thank you, thank you, thank you to Krishna. That is gratitude. Thank you, Krishna, for bringing me to Krishna consciousness. Thank you, Krishna, for giving us Prabhupada. Thank you. Always, instead of going and complaining, Krishna, I don't have that, all these things now. We can just thank Krishna, being grateful for what we have. And Krishna becomes so happy because of that. So she is remembering what all things she have suffered. And Krishna was always there with them. She's saying that you have protected us from poisonous cake, from a great fire, from cannibals, from vicious assembly, from sufferings during the exile in the forest, from the battle with great generals fought where Arjuna had. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. All this, Krishna, you have done, and now you are leaving, she's asking. Because everything is over, now you're leaving. That's why she says, Vipata Shadvata Shashwat, Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru, Bhavatar Darshanam Yatsat Apunar Bhavadarsanam. In the next sloka, she says, it's okay, let miseries keep coming. So there's a list of dangers that is encountered. This is Krishna's special mercy. Is this all karma coming back for Pandavas?
No,
No,
no.
it is.
Then
It is
the-
time. It is time factor.
The past.
Which, Krishna wanted.
past time.
Past-
Krishna wants to glorify his devotees. Krishna wants to show how his devotees will behave when they got put into such a situation, because they have already always in shelter of Krishna. Krishna is they put into difficulty. Okay, Devaki was put into difficulty only once, but Kunti Maharani and her sons were put into difficulty one after another and another and another. They put into trouble by Duryodhana and his party, and so many things. Bhima was administered poison, and the house of the Laksha, where it was burned and then set fire. Draupadi was dragged and insulted by stripping her. And then Lord saved Draupadi by immeasurable length of cloth. And Duryodhana, they all failed. And also Bhima had to fight the man-eater demon, Hidimba, Hidimba Rakshasa. And the Lord saved them. All this happened at the great battle of Kurukshetra, because Arjuna had a lot of this astra coming from Bhishma and all that, and Krishna fought. Finally, Brahmastra released by the son of Dronacharya Ashwatthama to kill the child in the womb of Uttara. All these places, the Lord saved them, just because they were completely surrendered to Krishna. Avashya Rakshave Krishna. Rakshishyati Vishwaso. Have strong faith. See, pure devotees are always protected by the Lord. What all things they had. And Krishna is showing us an example how a devotee should behave, or how we should take shelter of Krishna in all the situation. Okay, all these situations we can see when Draupadi, she also called out to Krishna when Vastraksheba. Arjuna surrendered to Krishna in the battlefield. Everywhere you can see the surrender of the Pandavas. So Pandavas are glorified because they are completely surrendered soul to Krishna. Okay, and they're showing us whenever great dangers come, what should we do? Take shelter of Krishna, nothing else. So the conclusion is that Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who's in great danger. Sometimes he put his devotees in such danger because in that condition of helplessness, devotee become more attached to the Lord. The more the attachment is there for the Lord, the more success is there for the devotee. So the more you get attached, the more, so that is actually required. Okay, so the Krishna is putting all the devotees into trouble just to teach us lesson. Okay, a mother-in-law might scold her own daughter, not daughter-in-law. It's to teach the daughter-in-law. Similarly, Krishna uses his pure devotees to teach us others or devotees or other externally outside people to show that, see, when all these problems happened to Pandavas, Krishna was helping them. Krishna was always there to protect his devotees. What is the sloka in Bhagavad Gita? It says Krishna always protect his devotees. No, that is Yogakshema. Name Bhakta Pranashyati. What is that sloka?
क्षिप्रं भवति धर्मात्मा शाश्वशान्तिं निगच्छति कौन्तेय प्रतिजानीहि नमे भक्ति
pranashyati. So Krishna says, 9th chapter, 51st sloka. So she says, he says, my devotees will never perish. So Krishna is always there to protect that devotee. So you can see a great example now, living example which we have known is Prabhupada. Okay, is that Krishna saved him from lot of great teachers. Because Prabhupada says, on arriving in New York, Srila Prabhupada had no way to stay, but at an ashram of an impersonalist Swami. To see students submissively listen to a speaker who denied the personality of God, it was painful for a pure devotee. But was he to go homeless and beg in the street? A holy man might have been able to do that in India, but not in Manhattan. So there in biography by Sutsarup Das Goswami, this is Leelamrita. So Krishna, when Prabhupada was there with a Mayavadi sannyasi initially. And that Mayavadi sannyasi did not allow Prabhupada to speak. So Prabhupada was simply doing kirtan. And in front of Prabhupada, he was saying, Krishna don't have a form, Krishna don't have a form, the Lord don't have a form. And Prabhupada was just tolerating. So you are doing solid work, even alone, Krishna. I'm very pleased, Prabhupada says. This is the test of a sincere devotee. Simply by depending on the mercy of the Lord and carrying on the order of the spiritual master, one's success in spiritual life is guaranteed. Okay, it's a letter by the Prabhupada. And Prabhupada once was in the street. He got hurt and then he fell down because of heat stroke. And it's actually Krishna had sent, in a sense, helping for Prabhupada, because initially there was no one to help Prabhupada. Prabhupada alone was doing everything, everything. So no one was there. 1 year, no preaching happened in America. Just imagine, anybody would have got depressed and left America. But Prabhupada stayed. He had so much faith in Krishna and his holy name. That's what the success came. And pure devotees had problems, as we all know. His business failed. His whole family got detached. Prabhupada says, one way good. Krishna forced or Krishna pushed me towards him. So sometimes that's what I want to say. Things happening in our life. Yes, we are not eternal devotees or Nitya Siddhas. We are Baddhas, Nitya Baddhas. So we are, whatever we are suffering, definitely it's our karma. Definitely. Okay. So it's okay. Whatever karma we have done, now we can't do anything about it. But what we can do is, by doing devotional service, other sufferings will decrease. And Krishna is speeding the process of liberation. That's why suffering is coming. So it's special mercy. And instead of cribbing ourselves and instead of going into material things and depression, better turn your attraction towards Krishna. Just think, one Mataji was saying she don't have kids. Whatever they try, they could not. So finally, doctors also said, whatever, IVF also didn't work and all that. So what did they do? Husband and wife, they completely dedicate themselves for Krishna consciousness. Full-time devotees they are serving, because they don't have any other responsibilities, and by karma they are not getting a child. So why more lamenting about it? Just whatever time we had, use in Krishna service. And nicely, both of them I've seen personally, both husband and wife, they run and they do service, in the sense, so much service day and night, because they don't have any other responsibility to do. So instead of lamenting that I don't have a baby, instead of that, she's using her energy in Krishna service more enthusiastically to serve. So take every opportunity to serve Krishna. That's what we should know. So yeah, so take all the negative things as an impediment or an impetus to serve Krishna. Okay, therefore, for a pious person, if there is some calamity, there is no other alternative than to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Constantly remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means preparing for liberation from birth and death. Therefore, even though there are so-called calamities, they are welcome, because this gives us an opportunity to remember Krishna. That means liberation. So see, nice purport Prabhupada gives. So this is all to be highlighted. Now use a highlighter. Yeah, so you use an highlighter. So this is the highlighter I use. It's a kind of a fluorescent color. Now use this, and you've seen all my Bhagavatam books and Chaitanya Charitamrita will be highlighted. And whenever you feel little low, sometimes you don't feel like reading or something, just take any page and all these highlighters will just come up. And then you just keep reading it. You feel so positive. Like if you're going to highlight this point, that even though there are so-called calamities, it's all welcome, because it's giving us an opportunity to remember Krishna. And more calamities means more attachment to Krishna, more liberation. So when you keep reading this once in a while, you feel like, oh, because the whole book, it's fine, but there will be some attracted sentence in every purport of Srila Prabhupada. Some purports it may not be, but most of the time there'll be some catchy line. So you can just use a highlighter and just mark it. So it stays for there. And whenever you revise or whenever you feel like taking and reading, you can just keep reading them. Okay, this is how you learn Prabhupada's books. It's not just read. You learn, you scrutinizingly study Prabhupada's book. And you have the sticky notes available, no? So take the sticky notes and stick in each page. You get an opportunity to learn slokas. Okay, you can mark the slokas, whichever important points, no? You can just mark them. You get these, no? The small ones, different color sticky notes, like yellow, green, pink. So just mark. So your book, no, even you in from far you can see some kind of a sticky note, then just take it and open. It will be an important sloka, might be an important verse or something, important things. So just mark it, and this is the right time because you're just in first canto. If you don't do it, then as you go to second and third canto, it just keeps pending. So start now. This Kunti Stuti, start from Kunti Stuti. Okay, whatever you've done. Now don't worry about that. But now onwards, you start Kunti Stuti. I want in the next class all of you to come read Kunti Stuti and mark the important points. Okay, get your highlighters now itself. Instead of marking in a pen or a pencil, it's better to have a highlighter. And different color highlighters can be used. It becomes so attractive for you to learn. This is how you make it interesting to read Prabhupada's book. Otherwise, it's going to be dry, very dry. You feel sleepy also. Don't do that. You make it so attractive. And in Kunti Stuti purports, I request all Matajis especially to read them. There's so much of things to understand. How much Kunti Maharani have suffered. Did we all suffer so much? No. Did we have all these things, going to forest for so many years and all the sons getting tortured so much, daughter-in-law, everybody suffered, but so-called material calamities. Why is it called so-called calamity?
Yes, it was a boon
That brings closer to Krishna's
it
lotus
was a
feet.
boon indirectly.
For a devotee, material sufferings are not a suffering at all.
It is
They
a
are not a
free.
body. Yeah, like sometimes they say, no, Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, oh, so much suffering. No, he is not the body. The body might be just in that condition, but Maharaj will not get any pain. He's so blissful. You've seen his face. He's so happy because he is not attached to his body. They are not in a bodily concept. So so-called calamities, it looks material, like Prahlad Maharaj, all this materially, but it's all temporary. It's not, it doesn't bother them at all. Their consciousness is always on Krishna. To give us benefit to us, Krishna destroyed the unsteadiness caused by intoxication of material comfort by giving the ointment of dangers arising out of your own mercy. So we'll stop here. We'll start with the 26 in next class. Yeah, this is what padam padam yat vipadam yatisha. Material word is always danger. Okay. So, but then vatsa padam, you can see a calf here. The calf feet will make a small hole, giving the ointment of. So if you can easily cross there, okay, half hoof breadth. So we'll start with 26 in next sloka.
Okay, Mataji.
We'll stop at 25, okay? So all of you please read and come. No, 25 we have to take next class. Vipata Shantutakshashwat. 25. She's saying that I'll welcome the danger again and again so that I can get your darshan. She want to see the Lord.
Again and again, and free from birth and death.
Yeah, seeing the Lord means freeing from birth and death. Yes, Mandagni Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I'm just wondering about this Ratnamala, the sister of Bali Maharaj. What pious activities she must have done? Why Krishna says Tathastu? She is not at all devotee also, Mataji.
No, she was a devotee. Ratnamala, actually, she's pious because she's a sister of the Bali Maharaj. And Bali Maharaj is a pure devotee, no? So, Bali Maharaj's daughter means what? Bali Maharaj, whose grandson is Bali Maharaj?
Prahlad.
Prahlad. So, Ratnamala is also a granddaughter of Prahlad Maharaj, no? So, in that way, they are coming in a pure devotee's lineage. And Prahlad Maharaj got the boon of 21 generations becoming liberated. No, Mataji, Narasimhadeva blessed him. So, in that way, Ratnamala is fortunate being the granddaughter of Prahlad Maharaj. And she was able to see Vamanadev face to face. She saw Vamanadev also face to face, no? So, just being a granddaughter of Prahlad, you see, since Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee, so many 21 generation got the mercy to become devotees. So in that way, she got the Ratnamala was a devotee in the sense her own. In some places it is said Ratnamala is the sister of Bali Maharaj. Some places it says daughter. I don't know I don't know the confirmation, but still she comes from the lineage of Prahlad Maharaj. That means she's also glorified. She's a devotee, and she was able to see Vamanadev face to face, and that desire Vamanadev fulfilled. Okay, whatever desire she had. So she had to come as Putana, and she got the position of mother. So just imagine how fortunate she was, just being because to be born as a in Prahlad Maharaj's family is not easy. Shuchinam Srimadam Gehe. They might be devotees in previous life. I don't know about her past life, but this is what I know, Mataji. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pranamindri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. One question, Mataji.
Actually,
if in our house, family, one member has passed out, then can we chant on the initiated bead, Mataji? Tulasi?
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Means that person left the body?
Yes, Mataji.
So you chant more for that soul. More you chant. You can use Guru Maharaj's beads, nothing wrong. See, we know it's not the body, it's the soul who left, and its transmigration going to happen. Because of you, that soul is going to get benefited. Just because you are chanting for that soul, that particular soul, that soul will get lot of benefit and get the right destination, Mataji. So we should not, and also please read chapter 15 and chapter 2 and 12 and all, if possible. Bhagavad Gita can be read loudly. Means you can read for that particular soul. So much.
I read that.
Yeah. So just keep chanting. No problem. Nobody can stop that. Actually, in fact, you should not stop. You should keep chanting. Okay. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
They say that to temple, you take some time to go. Temple for service and all. They say 13 days. They don't go to temple and do service. But at home, you can just definitely chant. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Mataji, I just wanted to share an experience regarding that text 23, Mataji. That Krishna always helps us. That is the time, Mataji, before I was diagnosed with anemia. That when my blood count went zero, from normal to it went to 8 to 4. Then that time I didn't know at that time that what was happening with me, because that time I used to walk to from my home to my bus stop for work. So, and I was experiencing very difficulty in walking. All of a sudden I couldn't walk. I was having difficulty in breathing and everything, Mataji. But that time, Mataji, something happened, because every day whenever I step out of the house, I listen to Narsimha Stuti, like the Kavach Stuti and Ugram Viram. Mataji, you won't believe, that time I felt like I could walk, like someone was pushing me to that point, Mataji. It was it was like I could experience that something is happening, but not falling down, nothing like that, but it was going on. But later on, when after some time, when I got diagnosis and everything, then medications and everything happened. But that particular time, it was something, Mataji, I can never forget that portion, Mataji.
Yes, very nice. So that is definitely Lord protecting, because you have taken shelter in the Lord. So Lord definitely protect us. Yes, Andaranga Mataji.
Mataji, really, I want to express my gratitude for this class. Actually, last December 14th only, my mother-in-law expired. Actually, it was very sudden. We were traveling. She was, after my daughter's marriage, she was in my sister-in-law's house in Palakkad. And me and my husband went to pick up her. So morning, I went to Coimbatore ISKCON temple, and I was keeping my Bhagavatam book with me. Next day, I had to take short Bhagavatam in Malayalam, 225 class. So I kept. I thought that okay, maybe I have to stay there. Morning, she was not feeling well, somewhat like that. So she has compelled us to come and pick up her to Coimbatore back. So we went there, and just half an hour we spent there, and we took her back. She was absolutely normal, and she was talking about the marriage and so many things and all. So on the way, in the midway, we have reached almost Coimbatore. Then suddenly she asked me for one banana. She's hungry like that and all. So I gave her. Then she told me that, okay, I don't want full. I can take only half. Then I gave her half. By that time, her eyes were closed, and her hand was not moving. we were not knowing what to do like that and all. And I was holding her from the back. She was in the front seat, and I was holding her from the back and all. And I was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and we gave her water and all. Then by that time, she took 3 times breath and went away, Mataji. Her life has stopped in that. I can't express now also. But every time she was with us for the last 4 months, and I was looking after her and all. And she was healthy only, and marriage and all. She was working and very happy and spending time with us and all. So we were never thinking that such thing will happen for her. And I was every time I will mock her. Morning she will chant Vishnu Sahasranama and some names, Lalita Sahasranama and all. And after that, continuously she will be watching this only. TV serials only. Then I will be always, I was telling her, okay, you think if you are watching like this means you are not chanting Hare Krishna and all. And while you are dying, you will be remembering some serial actor or something like that. Every time I was mocking her. Then she'll tell, no, not like that. It will not happen like that and all. But I don't know, Mataji, I can't express how it has happened. I was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and in my hands, she has gone like that. It was a sudden death, but then I was thinking that if I was not in the class means I might have not done like that, and I was panic, and I might have done yelling or something like that and all. But I was chanting Hare Krishna mantra and Ugram Veera Mahavishnu. I was chanting because my thought was that anyway we have to take her to the hospital and all. But it has not happened. Before that, she has gone, Mataji. Hare Krishna. I'm really grateful for this class.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Krishna always have a plan. So sometimes I feel when the whole family criticize us, saying that you both have spoiled your life. Now you're spoiling your son's life also. When we put Jagannath to Mangaluru, why are you torturing him and not allowing him to sleep? But they don't understand what is Mangaluru. They don't even realize what the child is going through. So we took a lot of criticism, me and my Prabhu, and we were like so much of criticism from the whole family and things like that. Now it was so down, it was all this thing. But now, really, now they're getting the benefit. They are realizing when they speak to him, when they see him, so then it's Krishna is answering them back. I didn't have to answer them anything back, and Krishna is answering them. So sometimes I feel, and now the whole family, everyone, so many generation, they are all saying that thanks to us. They want prayers from us because they think that when we pray, things will happen, but we never ask material things for them, and they will realize. And once I said, see, all of you will realize when you leave the body, you realize the importance of having a devotee in your life. We are not glorifying saying that I am a pure devotee. No, whatever devotional service we all are doing, just because of us, we'll have a lot of problems from our husband's side or wife's side or children and grandchildren, and they let them criticize. Don't worry. Your consciousness should be on Krishna, and pray for that particular soul to come to Krishna. It might be impossible. It might look impossible, but yes, definitely they'll come back. They'll come to Krishna. If you chant one round for your husband, you chant one round for your wife or your children, or definitely Krishna is going to help. Krishna will show that at the end of leaving the body, or because of you being Krishna consciousness, the whole family will get benefit. You don't know. You won't know now. Okay. So whatever we do, it's all Krishna's special mercy coming, and we should be really, really grateful to Krishna for giving us this chance. And once I heard a lecture says we might have different 4 lakh human life are there now, 4 lakh species. So we might come in different consciousness. Not in every human form we might get a guru. So getting a guru itself, you look around, how many of around in your family has a guru like Srila Prabhupada? Those are not initiated also. Your preeminent Shiksha Guru is Prabhupada. You're externally connected to Prabhupada. So once Prabhupada takes charge of somebody, he will not leave you. So some things, bad things happening in your life with someone, Krishna is making you detached from that person. Let it go. Just let it go. Turn your attachment to Krishna. Finally, that's what we need, Finally, at the end of the day, everything, what will these material things going to help us anyway? definitely we have to go alone to back to Godhead. We can't take anybody with us. We can only devotional service. So the only thing which we can give to the whole family or we can do is just chant for them, just being Krishna conscious. Externally, it might look difficulties, but inside we should have. It's very easy to talk, but then taking shelter of Krishna through the association of devotees, through Harinam, that will really help us. Okay, keep hearing lectures. Always when you work in the kitchen or wherever, you always have a headphones or somewhere with Prabhupada's lecture go on, some other lectures going on, or Kirtan going on when you're cleaning your house, in your car, or wherever you are now. Always get surrounded by Shravanam, Kirtanam and all that. And definitely it will help us. Okay, the whole family, so many generations will get benefited. So we can see so many living examples when Matajis are sharing their experience, Krishna will reciprocate. It might be not now. Krishna is testing your patience. She's seeing how much sincere you are. But yes, there'll be one day where Krishna will respond. Krishna immediately didn't go to Draupadi to help her, no? He waited until she completely surrendered. So Krishna might be just waiting for us to completely surrender. Krishna will reciprocate. Krishna will never leave. And whatever Harinam you have done, whatever service you have done, Krishna is seeing it. Okay, we may not know, anyone else would not know what you have done, but Krishna is watching everything, each and everything. He is in your heart as Paramatma. He will witness and he will pay them back. He didn't repay only the gopis. That also he did as coming as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna will never keep any debt. He'll always repay. But it comes in different form. We don't know. But let's hope for the best and just take shelter of Krishna. So Kunti Stuti, try to memorize the verses which is there to memorize. Try to memorize now. More slokas also you can memorize. Nobody will stop you. Okay, try to learn as much as you can. This prayers everyone can do. Krishnaya Vasudevaya, Devaki Nandanaya Cha, Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namah. It's very, very easy. Okay, every day if you can chant. Okay, I think we can stop. It's getting late. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu dev cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo